I'm back, race fans. Randy Orton, fan 2011, here to bring you round 17 of 30 in season 3 of the PORWC Pepsi Max Nationwide Series. As we are finally got the Nationwide Series to join us here in our Canadian tour, in our third stop in the Canadian tour. We are here in Winnipeg for the River City Sports 300. So now we get to see the nationwide race as they prepare to do some battle here in this track here in Winnipeg. It's going to be interesting to see how everything goes over this race. We'll see how everything goes over the course of this race after we take a look at the starting lineup. That was a look at your starting lineup. James Qualls will be starting on the pole for the second time in this Nationwide Series season. He'll be joined alongside the points leader, Michael Norman, currently 36 points ahead of Trent Dunham. I believe Trent Dunham is starting somewhere. Well, actually, he's starting in the back, I believe. He's starting dead last, so Trent Dunham actually crashed during qualifying, so not the kind of way Trent Dunham wanted to see, but he'll have to hope for some luck towards the front if he wants to get himself into the top 10. Barney Ward will be starting in third alongside Callum Wales in fourth. Then we have David Burton, Dylan Poteet running in row 3, Stephen Whitman, Dylan Young in row 4, rounding out the top 10, Jacob Cook and Sean Galligan. Just about ready to fire up these engines. Let's get started under the lights here in Winnipeg. Here we go, cars are rolling. We're going to be here for 16 laps. This is a pretty fast track, as you know. You can kind of hold on to the gas a little bit, but it's a true oval, by the way. It's not like a tri-oval, it's a true oval. So we'll see quite a bit more strategy here in this over the course of this race. As we await the green flag, and here we go, green flag is out, 16 laps here in Winnipeg. Now with this kind of a start, you gotta choose your line. You gotta pick which line you want to take. Again, they're already 3 and 4 wide, right around mid-pack and the back of the pack. Getting really gonna have a lot of action there, and I don't know, and then what we have seen before in some of the other races that I've had in this track, it's not always you don't always want to be on the inside lines. We've got a couple cars hitting the wall. Ben Paul hitting the wall. I believe Eric Burton's also in the wall as well. Back to the front we go. I believe James Qualls led the first lap, but here comes Barney Ward to the inside. Barney Ward trying to follow up the win at Indianapolis, trying to come away with a second win of the season, possibly get himself a spot in the wild card hunt. Again, you want to be, and again from previous races here, you want to be staying on that outside line. It's kind of like the progressive banking here that you see at Bristol. There's more banking on the outside than there is on the inside. As Barney Ward leads a lap, he gets a bonus point. Take a look at some action towards the back. Sorry about, excuse me, I'm just like not feeling the best of moods or ways, but whatever. Trent Dunham there is the guy second in the points, trying to move up as much as he can. He's gotten past 3 cars, but there's Joseph Lombard. He started up towards the top 20, and now he's fallen all the way back to the bottom 5 here. So Joseph Lombard didn't want to see that, and especially considering the points, I do want to mention this. I do want to mention this in the points. Third through ninth in the points. That is, I believe, 7 drivers. They are within 7. They are within 7 points of each other. So not a lot. So there's not a lot of room for error here as we are closing in on the final stages of the regular season here in the Nationwide Series. Of course, we'll get to see the Cup Series later on in this. We'll get to see the Cup Series later on. It's going to be interesting to see how those cars will perform. Completed 4 laps so far. Barney Ward still the leader. David Burton looking for his best finish of the season, I believe. I believe his top 5 was the best finish of the season. Here he goes. David Burton trying to make the inside line work. David Burton trying to make the inside line work. Barney Ward trying to come up with momentum on the outside. Again, you got to be able to make the inside line work if you want to use that inside line to your advantage, and it will be David Burton coming off of turn 4, taking over the lead. Stephen Whitman's now moved himself into 3rd. Sean Galligan up to 4th. Jack Richards has now moved himself into the top 5. So this is a first. We've seen a lot of guys who are all the way in the back in the points, right around the top 5 here, and there's Jacob Cook. He's also struggling in the points. He's also in the top 10. The best out of those guys is Michael Norman, currently running in the 7th position. James Call is also in the top 10 points. He's currently running 8th. Cole Daly, I believe he's 20th in the points. He's running 9th. And there's our defending champ, Danny Wells, currently holding one of those 6 wildcard spots. He does have a win so far this season. So Danny Wells trying to get himself in a better position to get a wildcard spot, or at least get himself a good finish to get himself hopefully get himself into the top 10 in points. Barney Ward has retaken the lead from David Burton on the backstretch. The front stretch, actually. My bad. And again, David Burton trying to use the inside line, trying to make the inside line work, but here comes a little bit of help. Sean Galligan's now moved himself into the 3rd position. Again, you got to choose your line around the course around this race. You got to choose your line. You got to know which line you're most comfortable with, and that will help you out. Sometimes the outside line works, sometimes the inside line works. Again, go to our bird's eye view camera. It's pretty close here. Pretty close battle here for that lead. David Burton leads a lap. He gets a bonus point. This is the halfway point now, so whoever leads this lap is going to get an extra bonus point. David Burton, he's just racing for pride here. He's just racing to get himself at least a podium finish here as Barney Ward retakes the lead coming off of turn 2. Barney Ward trying to get every point he can get. He is about 28 points away from Cole Daly, who's 20th in the points. He's currently running 8th at the time. We reach the halfway point. Barney Ward leads at the halfway point. That's a huge extra bonus point for Barney Ward as he leads at the halfway point. But again, David Burton, these two are swapping positions left and right. David Burton using the inside line to his advantage, and here comes Sean Galligan now into the mix. Sean Galligan looking for his first win in the PORWC. Galligan looking to take 2nd away from Barney Ward, his fellow Englishman. Stephen Whitman, our special competition winner, in the mixer as well, and there's Jack Richards. These are guys you don't necessarily see in the top 5 here. And look at them, they are all running in the top 5. Some surprise competitors here in the top 5. Then you got Jacob Cook running in 6th, Cole Daly running in 7th, Michael Norman, the points leader, currently running 8th, Danny Wells, the defending champ, now in the 9th position, and now James McLeod, currently 11th in the points, running in 10th. James McLeod trying to get himself into the top 10 in points. He does have a win so far this season, but he's going to try to get himself into the top 10 in points. Still haven't seen a yellow flag come out, which is a good thing. Like to see some clean green flag action, but we always see the passing going on in the back. Well, we got a couple cars with some damage. Ben Paul, see Ryan Richards. Ryan Richards has been on quite a negative slide the past couple of races, and well, this won't help him out. He's back in the 2nd to last, and there's Joseph Lombard. He's off the pace. Red Bell, she's off the pace too. So got quite a lot of cars. Quite about a few cars, especially Ryan Richards, off the pace. Barney Ward back to the inside, using the inside line to his advantage. Barney Ward and David Burton have been swapping first and second throughout the course of this race, as Barney Ward leads with 5 laps to go this time by. And again, David Burton looking for help on the inside, and here comes Sean Galligan to go along with him. Sean Galligan giving David Burton a bit of help on the backstretch, as David Burton will use the help of Sean Galligan to his advantage, and he will take the lead coming into turn 3. And again, here come the rest of the pack. Michael Norman currently running in, I believe, the 7th position now. Battle here for 8th between Cole Daly and Danny Wells, and James McLeod trying to defend the 10th position from his buddy Dylan Poteet. There is Ryan Juke, not having quite a good season. He's running in 12th. Solid day for him. Pole sitter James Qualls is back in 13th. He might fall to 14th to Zohar Manood. And if now Ben Paul is running about 1 3/4 of a second slower than the rest of these leaders here. So if these guys end up getting to Ben Paul, they could play Ben Paul could end up playing a factor over the course of the last part of this race. And maybe Ryan Richards too. I just saw him coming off the front stretch there, and it's a 3-way battle now for the second position. That's going to make Barney Ward a happy camper. Sean Galligan looking for that second position. Sean Galligan clears David Burton, and now Jack Richards and David Burton fighting for 3rd. Again, we're going to be paying attention to Ben Paul and maybe Ryan Richards towards the end of this race, because they are off the pace by at least 1 3/4 of a second. Go to our bird's eye view camera. Now they're coming up on them. Galligan looking to the inside. Galligan looks to the inside, but then again, Barney Ward using the outside. 2 laps to go now, and here we go. There come the lap down cars. This could be the deciding factor of this race. Barney Ward goes to the inside. Of Ben Paul and Ryan Richards. He will clear the lap traffic coming into turn 4. Now Galligan, Jack Richards, and David Burton will go to the inside. There's Ryan Cooper. It looks like he's on pit road, so he's not going to be happy about this. There's the white flag out, 1 to go. 3 wide for the second position for the moment. White flag is out, 1 lap to go for Barney Ward, looking for his 2nd consecutive win of the season, and I believe this will be the first time we've had, if Barney Ward can defend the lead here, this will be the first time in the Nationwide Series that we've had a driver win consecutive races. As Sean Galligan, Jack Richards maybe try to work together here, try to run down Barney Ward, but Jack Richards going to go to the inside of Sean Galligan for 2nd. Can Jack Richards come up with the momentum to pull off the win over Barney Ward? It does not look like it will be enough. As Barney Ward crosses the stripe and he takes home the checkered flag, he wins the River City Sports 300 here at Winnipeg. 2 straight wins for Barney Ward. Wow, you gotta be, that is unbelievable. Barney Ward with a 2nd consecutive win. And I do want to mention this, Barney Ward was the last guy to come up with a top 10 finish. And just like that, he answers in the late stages of the regular season with 2 wins, 2 consecutive victories. And that will most certainly help out Barney Ward if he does end up getting into the top 20 for the wild card. And we got some trouble on pit road. I think someone hit the pit road. Someone hit the water barrels between pit road and the track. And well, wow. Just when you thought it was over, it wasn't over. Wow, that's I don't know how the hell that happens. And Zohar Manood is now glitching. He's in between those 2 walls. Wow, you don't see that every day. A lot of things you don't see that every day. Well, you got to take a look at that. We're going to take a good look at that. We saw David Burton, I believe, was the first guy to hit the barrier between pit road and the track. So we'll take a good look at that. Here's what happened to David Burton coming into the pit road. He just takes it a little too wide, I guess. Took it a little too wide. Going right close to the commitment cone. He doesn't make a left turn because he saw the track blocked up, and there he goes, right into the barrier between the barrels. And there's going to be more cars. Cole Daly going to get collected. Danny Wells. And it just blocks up the racetrack for everyone else. And there's Ryan Richards. Well, very bad day for Ryan Richards. Turns worse. He's going to lose quite a lot of positions in the points. So a tough day for Ryan Richards, our Cup Series points leader, running in the Nationwide Series. He's not having as much luck in the Nationwide Series as he is in the Cup Series. He does have one win, though, so he is in contention for a wild card spot as Barney Ward comes away with a second consecutive win. And now we take you to your official race results. There's a look at your official race results. Congratulations to Barney Ward. He comes away with a second consecutive win. And wow, now that makes Barney Ward a threat for the wild card now. So Barney Ward basically coming out of nowhere. He was struggling in the first part of the season and the mid part of the season, and now he's just about surged in the final as we get through the final 4 races of the regular season in the Nationwide Series. Barney Ward now a threat to the wild card hunt. Sean Gallagher and Jack Richards coming away with their best finishes of the season in second and third. I believe Jack Richards will tie his best finish of the season in third. And then David Burton, Stephen Whitman finish off the top 5. Then it's Jacob Cook, Cole Daly, Danny Wells, Dylan Pote, and Ryan Juke rounding out the top 10. Points leader Michael Norman will end up 11th. Solid day for Michael Norman. Looks like he'll be able to keep that points lead and maybe extend it a little bit. And 12th through 20th, James McLeod, James Qualls, Sean Henley, Cody Lama, Zora Manu, Tony Blazer, John Dillon, Robert Wagner, and Seth Cole. 21st through 30th are Charles Jackson, Kyle Sosnowski, James Solar Fox, Jacob Lawler, Dylan Young, Richard Johnson, Ron Fajara, Johnny Gardner, Liam Ervik, and Xavier Livingston. 8 more cars finished the race on the lead lap. Sam Young, Eric Burton, Callum Wales, Trent Dunham, Max Russell, Rhett Yates, Joseph Lombard, and Red Bell. 4 cars finished the race at least a lap down. Ryan Richards, Ben Paul, Alex Jones, and Ryan Cooper. Well, Trent Dunham didn't want to see a bottom 10 finish, but he's going to have to deal with it as we get to 3 races left in the regular season in the Nationwide Series. Next stop is Toronto. Of course, we'll be joined with the Cup Series there, but before that, we'll have to see the Cup Series here at Winnipeg, and it's going to be an interesting race to see how the points race in the Cup Series will come out. All right, so we're done here for the Nationwide Series. Next up is the Cup race from Winnipeg, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that. Alright guys, that's it. This is Randy Orton Fan 2011 signing off. Remember guys, to subscribe to me and become a member of the gang. This race has been brought to you by Pepsi Max. 0 calories, maximum taste. Pepsi Max. I'm out.